I am saving some of our farm fresh eggs so that when the lavender ladies are not laying as many eggs, which they're kind of starting that way right now because they're molting. So I had some farm fresh eggs in the fridge and I just washed them, and I have this silicone mold, and I'm gonna crack an egg in each one of them and I'm gonna freeze it. So let me grab the farm fresh eggs that I just washed. Here we go. Just stick them here, drying them off. So, as you can see, we have the cutest little farm fresh eggs. So I am gonna crack them and freeze them individually. And I always save the shells. I put them in these little containers and then I put it in the oven whenever we bake something. That way the shells get cooked, and then I put them in my little Ninja blender thing to get them really small. And we offer the shells back to the lavender ladies so they have more calcium in their diet. So we're just gonna get these all cracked. Our lavender ladies, they lay a brown, beigeish brown, almost a flesh color, and more of a blush on the pink side. I don't have any of those right now to show you, but they're super fun. Let me get that little eggshell out of there. Yes, more calcium for us, but it's not tasty. Got a few more. As you can see, some of these are a little bit lighter than others. I don't have any pink ones in this little batch here. Another little egg tip: when you're storing your farm fresh eggs in your container, you want to have the pointed side, the pointed tip down. You don't want it to be this direction. They last longer, and it helps with bacteria because there's a pocket of air in there. And so if you have the pointed tip down, they're gonna last a lot longer. The other thing, do I have one? Let me grab one of these. These are some of our farm fresh eggs I brought in this morning. It's gonna give you another little tip. Let's see, let me see if I have one. Well, I don't know. I'm not positive on these. Well, actually, this one here. So you'll notice this one compared to this one, it's a little bit longer rather than that nice rounded egg shape like this one. This one's nice and rounded like we normally see an egg. And this one is longer. Do you see how that difference is? And sometimes they're way longer, more oblong rather than that egg shape. What I've been told, I can't say this from experience, but what I've been told and what I've read and what I've researched is typically if you were to put these eggs under the incubator light, that might be a rooster. So if you do not want a rooster and you have farm fresh eggs that you're gonna put under the light, choose to not put these little guys under the light. Go ahead and eat those. That way you have hens and not roosters. Let me put my little egg stash away. We're learning lots about chickens, fire hose learning. The other thing I've learned is fertilized eggs tend to be better for you. Again, that's what I've read. That's what I've heard. Especially like blood pressure is what I keep seeing the consensus on, is if you have high blood pressure, fertilized eggs are better. These are fertilized eggs. Because we have Mr. Roo out in the coop taking care of all his ladies. And he's doing a good job. We sure like him. We're really glad we only have one. When we ordered our chickens, we ordered all hens, and to be sexed, it cost extra. And they sent us an extra one for just in case, and the just in case turned out to be we had one rooster. Okay, so let me just move the camera so you can see all that. We're gonna put that in the freezer. When it's frozen solid, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna pop these out, and I'm going to seal meal them up in our seal mealer, or whatever it's called. And I'm probably gonna store them in groups of 4, because typically, if I'm making breakfast, I have 2 eggs, my husband has 2 eggs. And if I'm baking, typically it needs 2 eggs. So I'm gonna store them in seal meal packages of 4. Now, I was thinking that it might be good to crack 2 eggs into one of these so I have 2, and I'm not sure yet. So I'm going to do a test. I'm going to crack 2 eggs in half of these and just leave one in the other half, and then we'll see which one works better. Okay, so now I am taking the eggs out of the freezer, and I'm putting them in these seal meal bags. So I've cut in this size. I think I like the 2, and I think from now on I'm going to do the 2, because I'm going to put 2 of these pucks in the seal meal bag. So there's 2 eggs for me, 2 eggs for my husband. So we have it here, and I'm going to go over to the seal meal. Be right back. Here they are, all sealed up, airtight, just like that. I'll label them, put them back in the freezer, and this winter, if we're low on eggs, this is where I'll grab from. You might check out my next video. I am going to try the water glassing method, so I'll walk you through that on the next video. See you later.